Welcome back to Trading Hour on CNBC TV18. Let's get you a quick update on what's happening in the world of commodities. Manisha joins in, and today we're focusing on silver. Manisha, over to you.
Sonia, thank you for that. With the pullback in US dollar ahead of the FOMC meeting minutes, there is a bit of a risk appetite that we have seen come back in case of commodities. So the metals are doing good. You have silver, which has rebounded from a two-week lows. So we are almost holding around that $21 per ounce mark in the international markets there. The Indian prices, in the meanwhile, also seeing some support. The support also comes in from stronger fundamentals now, where the markets are looking at a decline in inventories on COMEX and LBMA as well. When you look at the COMEX inventories, well, we have seen them decline by 70% in last 18 months, and the LBMA inventories have continued to decline for a 10th straight month for the month of October. Now, the global silver demand is expected to gain up by 16% on an year-on-year basis as compared to the previous year. And when you look at the global silver deficit, well, that seems to be increasing from 48 million ounces last year to almost 194 million ounces this year. That is the report that's come in from the Silver Institute. They actually have broken it down overall for various categories as well, on where we are looking at a demand which actually is expected at a record 1.2 billion ounces this time around. So the only decline that you have seen in a category is perhaps coming in from photography, but everything else is seen on the higher side. This is the total supply on an year-on-year basis, where you are looking at a deficit in sense of demand supply on both of these years, which really seems to be widening in 2022. As I said, the supply, while has increased by 2%, the demand has increased by nearly 16% on an year-on-year basis. Now, Silver Institute also has broken it down versus various categories, and it's only in the photography that you have seen the silver demand decline on a year-on-year basis. But otherwise, whether it's about industrial demand, jewelry, silverware, which is gained up by nearly 60%, or physical buying, which also has gained up quite strongly, we are looking at very strong numbers continuing here. For the Indian markets as well, this time around, the demand is expected to hit a record 10,000 tons. The physical buying and the silverware buying in the Indian markets also is expected to be on the stronger side. One thing that is not doing so well is the institutional buying or the ETF holdings, which have continued to decline and have fallen by a record 110 million ounces in this year. The price view, in the meanwhile, is not expected to be very strong going forward. Metal Focus expects silver prices to average $21 per ounce in the next year as well. So it's clearly slightly lower than the current year average as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Manisha, for that. Get into a break. We'll come back and